Good morning, Super.
Good morning, James.
Good morning, Jennifer.
How are you?
Back to a Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. I know it's always a pattern of feeling a little sad when Sunday closes,
Yeah.
and then I think there's maybe even some anxiety as Monday approaches. But once Monday goes, I mean it's morning right now, so once Monday passes, we're back in business.
Right. Right.
So I guess we just have to. It's one of the cycles of life, the cycle that never ends. Every Monday is going to be, but I mean, it could also end pretty awesome too. So, but last time we were talking about resumes, and we were talking about, we had it ended up being a little bit more things in there than we originally thought.
Right.
To the point where we realized that maybe we couldn't get it done in that time that we had, so we cut this into part two. And so I just want to update for those who are just jumping in. Basically, for the first episode, for the first part of resumes, we talked about ARC, A-R-C. That's the rules that we want to follow by. A stands for.
I should have done my reviews.
A stands for accuracy.
Right.
Yeah, and so accurate means, there's a fine. You want to be as clear and truthful as possible. I know. Remember, you said that last time that a little bit of puffing up was okay. The only thing is you should be careful because puffing up can easily lead to exaggeration, or it could lead to like a complete, like a false statement.
Right.
And R is relevant, and relevant meaning things we want to put in the things that are related, or that talk about, or that interests the person who's going to be reading the resume. So you want to have whatever you're writing in the resume be very close to what they're looking for. I remember you had mentioned that, if there was like a 5-year break that you had where you were in the restaurant business, you went from being a super to being a chef, and then you were trying to get back into the super industry and you were writing your resumes, what should you do for that last 5 years? Even though it's not relevant, you can make it relevant by talking about how, being a chef could relate to, or, how being a chef, some of the things of being a chef, related to the same things that happen in the super industry, and maybe even talk about that in the cover letter. And then the last part is C is for concise. So concise, you want to make it quick, easy to read for the person who's reading your resume, which means that you want to make sure the formatting is good, the language is clear, there's no grammatical errors or spelling errors, no run-on sentences, use your punctuation, and generally just has to be understandable. And then we moved on into format. Like we talked about the structures of how to put the resume down, how you had mentioned, Jennifer, to put the most recent experiences first, so that they see what you've done most recent, early on as they're reading, or earlier in their reading of the resume. So I had mentioned how, you should really look at what the employer is looking for. Like, what role is he trying to fill? Is he trying to fill someone that is going to lead a group of people or make executive decisions, like, serious decisions about maintenance on its own? Or is it someone that is just going to, they just want somebody to follow directions of a boss? And so you want to, like tailor, like customize your resume to match what they're looking for. The last thing is here is that I just want to mention before we ended the last one that your resume should be not only the one important thing that you work on every year or at least every couple years, just to make sure you refresh you refresh your resume with any updated skills that you've gotten, any kind of changes in your situation. So you want to constantly update your resume, but you also want to have a couple different resumes if you're looking for different positions in the building. So if you're looking for a porter and handyman, you really want to kind of tailor your resume to fit what they're looking for, to show that part that they're looking for. And then you can always show the other parts later. Because think about that, when someone picks up your resume, you really have like just how long would you say that you have to get their attention?
Like 2-3 seconds.
2-3 seconds, okay, to get their attention. So it's a very short, time span that you can get their attention. So you want to be very strategic with what you put down on the resume. Just don't put down just everything, because you'll send off the wrong impression. You'll send off the impression that you're not, you're careless, you're, not professional, that, you're looking for the wrong job, that you don't really care about what you're doing. So you want to be, resume is a place where you want to just keep a close eye when you're making it, and keep an eye on it as time goes by, as the years go by. Mm-hmm. Okay, so where we're at now is we're looking at a sample resume of a real handy person who asked me to look over their resume and see if I can make any improvements to it. And so what I wanted to do was, if I could get into that resume. Okay, so basically this is his resume. Basically the first step in this is try to get everything down as possible. Like forget about the cover letter, what you're going to write in the cover letter, or sometimes people put a small summary on the top of the page. Don't start with that. I just would advise, like, just start putting things down. Like, this is a phase where you just put everything that you've experienced down, all the things that, you've done at your job, all of your jobs, all of your skills or licenses, certifications, and just get them down on paper. So as we look at this, we say, there's, he definitely, this person definitely has a lot to talk about here. So we wanted to make it more concise by taking out some of the extra stuff that he had put in there, some of the doubles, because we had seen in the bottom, we had seen that he has, he put basic plumbing, carpentry, electrical, locksmith. He had put, here we go, skills in plumbing, electrical, carpentry, locksmith, but he put it one more time up here. So we wanted to see if we can maybe shift some things around and be more efficient, because the goal here is you want to put everything down that will help you, but you want to put it down in a single page. Mm-hmm. Unless, of course, you have some very special situation where you need to talk about many other accomplishments that you have in general, and that can definitely be done and made to look really outstanding. But in this one, we just want to keep it simple and put it all into one page. So so this ended up being his last job, right? So we have name says the last job is here. Sorry, hold on one second. That's his email. So his last job, and I know this person, so I'm gonna feel free to put this down. So let me see here. Okay, gotcha. I see where we are now. So I guess this is sort of a summary. The first paragraph is sort of a summary of what he does and what his skills are and all of the things that make him stand apart from the other person. He kind of put it up there, and then he started to talk about his past work experiences as a maintenance worker at a certain building. So I'm gonna take out the first. I'm just gonna start with his work experience. It's not a past. I'm gonna say current work experience, and it's February 2006 to present. So it's really it looks great because it shows that he's been with a building for a long period of time. There's a stableness or stability that he's showing by by putting that down. And so we definitely, I mean, these are all pluses.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, having a short overview or intro when you're at the top of the resume isn't such a bad idea if you don't have a cover letter. In this case, because we're writing the cover letter as well,
Right.
so you think this could be this is not necessary.
Right. You're right. I think it could be used as a substitute for a cover letter, right? And in this case, so how do you think that if he's going for a handy person position, then well, then we could keep on going through to see what his accomplishments are. If there's things that maybe that could stand out that he wants to emphasize in that 3 seconds of attention that the resume reader will give him.
Yeah, because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm seeing a lot of same types of jobs, right? Same types of duties.
Right.
So maybe it is necessary to really talk about how good you are in those skills.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in the last episode, there aren't a lot of projects, right?
Yeah.
It's just ongoing everyday tasks that you have to be dedicated
Right.
and good at. So I mean, I think it's easy to look. I wouldn't say easy, but it's prone to looking kind of boring.
Oh,
so
I see.
maybe some sort of, not description, but something that shows this person's dedication or passion about this job. Those could be maybe expressed in sentences. I don't know, it's just my idea.
I think one of the things that you're doing, I think that's really cool, is that you're really elevating the situation to make the resume stand out.
Yeah, because think about it.
Right.
Another porter in another building is going to have a very similar resume like you. I'm sure that guy or that person swept, mopped, and buffed floors.
Right.
And did snow removal, did carpentry. Maybe that's why a cover letter is so important, or a short, a short description or intro about yourself.
Right.
Maybe very important. Or skills, we could be a little more detailed by saying if saying, for example, um, like let's say, how should I say what? I'm trying to think of a word.
But you just want to, the goal is to make it stand out.
Yeah, stand out and be detailed.
Yeah, so what you're saying, Jennifer, for the people who are listening to this, because the resumes, you know, a lot of people are confused as to what resumes do, how important they are. They don't know that someone is seeing a lot of resumes next to
Right.
theirs, and that in order to stand out, um, you have to you have to write something else. You have to write differently
I
from
think
the next
so.
person.
And and also it's gonna help the manager or the owner pick the good candidates much faster. If you see 10 different types of very similar resumes, I wouldn't say, I shouldn't have said different types. 10 resumes that are pretty similar, like how can you chop the numbers down into 3 candidates, 2 candidates, or 1?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know they're busy and they can't interview every single one of them, depending on the numbers of applicants. But
Right.
I don't know. It's just a thought.
Well, let's say it's kind of like if you're in a supermarket and you're in an aisle looking for chocolate. You're looking at that most likely very quickly because it's just a snack. You're gonna pick the one that stands out the most.
Right.
You're gonna look at the. You're gonna see probably. You're gonna be drawn to the packaging, the size of it, you know, the color, the advertisement, how it looks, right?
Right.
So I guess you're saying that, and they're all chocolate, right? In a way, they're all dessert. You're probably gonna forget about a year later or a month later. So I think it's you're going into the mind of the property manager who's going to be reading your resume,
Right.
and so you want to stand out when you look. If you're looking for a handy person, and there's 20 handy person who's applied, and that person, the property manager, really doesn't want to be there after work reading these resumes, they're going to go very quickly. And so you want to take what you've learned. The game of a resume is to take what you've learned and using the ARC, A-R-C, accurate, relevant, concise, you want to also make it interesting.
Right.
So you're adding another element to that, to saying that it should be interesting and you should put thought into how you put it. And it makes it easy for someone to catch that resume and to say, oh, okay, let me take a read of this, like over the others.
Yeah.
Would that, and also, would you say that may work by changing the text colors, or maybe putting your photo in a resume or something like that?
Is that okay? Is that legal to put a photo on your resume?
Yeah, I
It
mean,
doesn't go against like discrimination.
no. Oh, you mean no? I don't think it does, but it could work against you if someone
You better be
if-
handsome and
I
beautiful.
know. You better be handsome, beautiful, whatever the resume likes in terms of race, nationality, and creed. Because I think the thing is that you do want to remove any references that could make it worse for you, in case unfortunately this is a real world. Real world people do have their prejudices, and who knows, they may unconsciously, without knowing it, act upon them by saying, I don't like person with blue hair, and you happen to give a picture with blue hair, that maybe that should be. But you're saying that any other way, right, to make it stand out. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think it's a challenge, but I would love to see if we can do that here.
Right.
So if we're here so you wanted to really have things stand out. So just out of curiosity, are we going to leave give him a paragraph point in the beginning, or are we sticking with a cover letter and maybe help our listeners do a cover letter later? So leave
Yeah,
it
I mean,
open.
cover letter would be great, and maybe someone, uh, maybe one could have a very brief version of the cover letter,
Right, right.
and then put it in and make it into a short intro
Oh yeah,
in
you
their
could do that
resume.
too.
You can do different types.
Right, right, right. I like that. I like that. So we
all-
could do that. We could do that later.
right.
So we would write a cover letter, and the key with the cover letter is to, I think, as long as it looks authentic.
Mhm.
Authentic meaning, let it come from you. Don't copy and paste something from the internet, because
Oh, yeah.
most likely everyone is copying and pasting the same thing from the internet, and everybody looks like the same person.
Right.
That even makes it worse.
Right.
You want to stand out.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, okay. So I like that. So, so let's then, what I want to do is maybe the first thing is let's follow the arc. Let's make this concise.
Okay.
Because we'll talk about accurate later, but maybe concise is we take out these, right? Can I just take it out? Or
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take it out. And we'll put the painting and the skills down here. Painting,
Okay.
skilled painter.
I mean, first of all, I want to get rid of that maintenance worker dash building location.
Okay.
I don't know why you need that there.
Well, originally he put his name there.
Yeah, name.
And then he put maintenance worker. I guess he was showing his title. And then he showed the building location where he's at. And then he
So
had this.
he lives there?
No. He just
then,
showed like.
Okay, then
Yeah.
he doesn't need to.
Okay. So let's take out building location. And he has
Yeah.
his address underneath there. His home address.
Yeah.
Do we need that? Email and
And the phone
Phone
number.
number, right.
Okay. If this is the case, like, we're wasting 4 lines.
right.
Wouldn't you want to write something more
Yeah.
than waste 4 lines
Okay.
in phone numbers and email?
Okay.
So
So
make it smaller, and I would put it in just one line.
and then
Everything
just
in one line.
okay. Are we taking out his position here too?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna write his
Yeah.
name, address, right?
Right.
And then we just maybe put it like this. So it puts 1, 2, 3 Garden Drive.
No, I was actually gonna put. Yeah, you can do that too, but just in one line.
Just in one line.
Address,
Okay.
email, phone number in one line.
Okay.
Like, don't waste 3 lines.
Okay. So you're saying just put into 2 lines like this.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have anything to talk about yourself, fine. But
Okay.
wouldn't you want to talk about yourself more?
Yeah, so that's a strategy you're saying. If you don't have much to talk about, fill it up,
Yeah, you can.
fill it up with the other stuff. Okay. So we put it like this. That's great. Okay.
And we can always make it more pretty
Later.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Later.
I think the first thing is we're going to make this concise.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. Now, this is his summary of who he is. So maybe what we can do is hold off on this until we know for sure what we're going to do with this.
Yeah, I
Per
mean,
section.
these, I think we can use them for cover letters.
Yeah, we can use it for cover letter. Okay. So let's move down to current work experience.
Yeah.
But we also don't want, I mean, the summary on the top, I guess what he's trying to do is he's trying to summarize all of the good points from all the jobs below. He's like, okay, I was a groundskeeper here, so I know how to do, groundskeeping equipment, right? So he's kind of highlighting that. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, if you have a cover letter or...
Yeah, well, even we're gonna assume right now that he's not gonna have one. He just has the top.
Okay.
So, okay. So let's. I would say, moving into current work experiences. So he's a maintenance worker. We're gonna just say handyman. So he got promoted from a porter to a handy person somewhere along
Oh,
the way.
really?
Right. So I think we
Then,
should put that in there.
of course, you should put that.
Because you want to also show that he is, he stayed in one place and he worked hard and he was diligent and he was recognized for his hard work and then he was promoted.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you should definitely have the year when he was promoted
Right.
as handyman.
So I'm going to say 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2019 to present. And then what we want to do is say that he came out from a porter.
Yeah.
Let's just, I mean, the risk of this also is that you're creating an extra
We
thing.
we have 3 more lines. Why don't
So,
we use that?
okay, so we have porter here, porter, and we're going to put the same building, right? So
Yes.
we'll say building ABC. And then we'll say building ABC. You put your building there, whatever you worked at. So building ABC.
And dash New York, I don't. Let's just use.
So yeah, I mean,
Better format.
you want to do you want to do everything at once then?
Yeah, let's just
All right.
get it over with.
So what do you want to use for?
So building ABC dash New York. I don't know.
Well, you want to say building ABC. It's located in New York, New York.
So would you put the address there or?
I would put the full address of the building.
Okay. Then we probably would not need dash, right? Building ABC West. I don't know. Ninth
Let's say
Street.
123 Fifth Avenue, right? Or we'll say Madison Avenue, just to be fancy. So New York, New York, right? I forgot. I don't know
And
what
zip code, right?
zip code
Well,
is.
zip code. I
Let's
don't
just
know.
say 100XX, like that, right?
Yeah, that actually looks good.
Okay, and maybe we can, if we're being concise, we can move the February that to the other side. So we'll put it on the other side of this, maybe like of the paper. You know, like how I've seen it done. Oh, like that. And then now you just earned yourself the space.
Oh, why don't you?
Oh, sorry. That doesn't look too good. No, there we go.
Oh, that doesn't look pretty, but
Do you want to say?
you would probably put that next to a handy person.
Oh, like, okay. Like, that? Oh, that looks nice
A
too.
little bit on the side, and maybe smaller font. But we can do this all later.
Okay, let's do it later.
Okay, develop. Also, another thing. Do you think it's better to use past tense or present tense?
Oh, great question.
But
Not
just
future tense.
consolidate. Yeah.
I will be better in plumbing in the future.
Yeah, but use the same tense, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the same tense. So then let's look at the tense. Okay. So that's something that we should remember. This is part of grammar, being accurate.
Right. Being
Okay.
accurate.
So
Okay. Developed. I would say developed team members.
okay, so you see over
Developed
here
team members? Yeah.
in the, I'll just show people who are watching. There's a section here where he said develop, as in develop is now.
Right.
right, or develops. Um, so you wanted to make sure that you are talking in the past tense. So you're talking in a way that says that these are the things that I've done.
Even if it's present?
Even if it's present.
Okay.
Um, and you could, I mean, there must be a way to say that you're continuing to do it. But if you're, this is, I guess this is unclear. Develop, monitor the allotted areas. Like, is that your job now? But, you know, have you done that from the beginning? Like, have things changed? So I think just to be clear, if you've done, and I know he's done this in the past.
Now let's do developed, okay?
With past tense.
Yeah, developed. But what kind of training?
Well,
is it weekly training, monthly
no,
training?
basically this goes into his porter section. So this is not in his handy person. So this should actually be cut and brought down below.
Okay, so he didn't
Talk about accurate.
He was like the head of porter?
Basically, he was given two things. While he was a porter, towards the end of his porter, he was given a role in running the groundskeeping.
Okay.
Like kind of supervising it, not official. Sort of the between the team members, between the staff, he was kind of the impromptu go-to for the groundskeeping, and he used to talk to the manager and be the person that kind of handled all the things that happened there.
So super designated him.
Yes, so super designated him.
Okay.
But again, it wasn't recognized by the 32 BJ. It wasn't recognized by.
Was not.
Was not.
Okay, but still, he got a task.
He had a task.
It's a special task.
Yeah, it's a special task that you can
for
say.
the building.
Right.
So
right.
This is definitely something
that
you can say in a mention in a better way.
Right.
Because if I'm a board member, let's say I'm a board member. I don't know anything about building maintenance. Right. If I see this, a porter, he must have been one of those guys who does the trash.
Right.
But now that I know the whole story behind him, him kind of supervising the groundskeeping, and he was a leader. He was a quasi leader.
Yes.
Of the porters, right?
Right.
That would make me see him differently.
Right. Because he stands apart from the rest.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the stuff that you want to put down, which actually goes into like, what do you put down? Like if they tell you, I'm a porter, I've been, I was one of the porters in the building. What do I put down? Like, it's like some people think it's the same stuff in every building. Don't you know? Like, wouldn't a property manager just know by you saying porter what you've done? Or should you go into details like I mopped, I cleaned the glass, do you want to say that? Or I handled the maintenance, or I handled the trash, and I sorted the recycling, and then I bundled it and put it on the curb. There's a point where you think, as a porter, there's the same, the function is the same.
Exactly. That's why I mentioned before,
right?
It should stand out. You should be more, maybe more delicate.
Right.
You should have a more delicate approach to what you do every day. Seeing a view of seeing. That's stupid. Really observe what you do every day.
Right.
So if I had not asked you, what does this mean? Then I was like, okay, develop team members through training. Maybe he got the training.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So you wanna, but luckily you have here someone who did stand apart.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who maybe didn't stand apart, their resumes can be made strong as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just thinking, if for those who are struggling to put that down, I would say, and tell me if this is easy to do, because maybe it takes a different type of thinking, but like step back and ask yourself, what value did you give to your company?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you, obviously as a porter, what do? You keep the building clean. You keep the building maintained. You add to the health, welfare, and the safety of the residents by removing garbage from the rooms, and you put them out on the trash to the curb. You clean things, right? You keep the areas smelling good, cleaned well, disinfected.
Yeah,
Right?
those are all really great values that porters provide, but I think it's just we become just so narrow-minded and just we focus too much on cleaning itself. We actually don't know what kind of value we're giving.
Right.
Right? And it's actually kind of hard to come up with these. You really have to think about these things.
Right.
And also, the supers they're really humble people, right?
Right.
So, is this right? I'm not sure if I'm providing all these great values by
Right.
cleaning and recycling, but you are.
Well, maybe what you can do is this, because as I'm thinking, like supers too, RM is like, what value do they give? They make the building run, right? But that's sort of expected from every RM, right? You're there to, in other words, you're not really doing anything special by running a building, right? That you're doing what you're paid to do, and you're doing it because you've had the experience, you've developed the professional knowledge, and you've been chosen to do a job. So on the resume, you may not put that, but you may put things like, let's say as a resident manager, like ways that he saved the building money,
Mm-hmm.
or special training or certifications that he received.
Yeah, but we're talking about porters.
Or porters even, like special training and certifications that you receive, maybe taking classes. Because if you say clean and handle the trash, you're like, well, isn't that what every porter does?
Yeah, exactly. But wasn't that your concern?
My concern was, what do you put down
Exactly.
for
I
like,
mean, you don't have much to put down. So I feel like if that's the case,
right?
you should put more effort into the cover letter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
because yeah.
That's where you can have there. That's where you can talk about things that may not be normal, may not be what he sees in every resume.
Right.
Okay.
And also, I'm sure if you think through, if you have several years of experience, I'm sure there are some special incidences that you solved, some problems, maintenance problems, or maybe you caught a burglar.
Okay.
That's also a huge thing.
Right, it is.
And also, okay, so you didn't get a lot of compliments, but you also didn't get any complaints. Then you can write down 5 years of experience without any complaints.
Yeah, something like that. Or like, no, perfect attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect attendance for you can check my record, for
Exactly.
10 years. And yeah, or you could see if you're sick maybe a handful of days, just say, like almost 0% missed work days. So in a resume is a way to kind of show how you stand out, how
Yeah.
you've stood out from, you're hired to do this, but there are moments, I'm sure are moments that you've gone up, you've gone over and above what you've been hired or you're expected to do.
Right.
So maybe you should write that down.
Of course. I feel like resumes, if you think about it this way, I think it would be helpful. It's written down paper version of you, of the best performance, your best work day. Yeah, the I don't know how to really express this, but the very best version of you.
Yeah. Okay. Very very best side of you.
Yes.
So it's your resume is you on your best day.
Yes. Exactly. That's true.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard it like that before. So it's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
So in a way, you're showing what the employer could get from you on your best day,
Exactly.
right? Got it. So I mean that opens up as I go through this. That opens up a better way to look at this resume now.
Mm-hmm.
So we have here develop team members through training. We're right here now, right?
Right.
So what he did was he did become the leader of the groundskeeping staff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and it may not have been recognized by the building officially, but it was recognized by the super and relied upon by the super
and the team members.
and the team members, of course. So we can say here. Maybe just led. Well, maybe we can talk about the finer points later, but we'll say led supervised groundskeeping staff. You probably have a better way to put it, keeping staff. And then let's see what else he has here. Monitor the allotted area and communicate if any repairs are needed. So he was in charge of one. Basically, there's multiple buildings on the premises,
Right.
and every handyman had one building.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what he's trying to say is that he monitored that one of the buildings and communicated if any repairs are needed. So he did reports like walkthroughs.
How many units is this?
It's about over 400.
Monitored 400 units.
You certainly can.
Yeah, because I don't know, allotted area. It could
Should
be
you? Well,
a corner of a basement. I don't know.
should you put the number of units then in the under the building? Building ABC or?
If you want to, I think you can definitely do that.
Okay.
But you can also put it into use it into your.
Because I remember it does have like other like 10 commercial. It had a lot of commercial offices, and that's different. I mean, to be able to be a handy person.
Yeah, can we put some of those parts inside the
Yeah.
inside the experiences?
So we can say instead of saying monitor the allotted area, you would say perform building inspections of over 400 residential units. Or I would also say that he was in charge of that building in a way. So you would say, perform inspection of let's just say 10 commercial units.
So he took care of all the 400 residential units?
No.
So that's the thing.
Right, accuracy.
What's the allotted area?
Well, I would say it was about maybe 160, 170.
Okay, then you can say.
I see where you're going.
Right?
So 170 units. Then
Wait. You can keep that. 400 residential units, commercial. You can say a handy person of crew member or staff member of handyman of over 400 residential units for the blah 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 10 offices, right? And then in another line, you can say he was in charge of 170 units.
Okay, so performed inspections in a just maybe complex of over 400 units, something like this, where you say,
Yeah. But we'll go through these again, so let's just do it
right.
really
Hold on one
quickly.
second. And then we're just gonna put over here, in charge of.
Oh, I don't like that white dot.
Okay. Well, I just want to make it so. Personally in charge.
No, he wasn't personally in charge. He was officially in charge.
Oh, right, okay. Officially in charge of 175 residential units. Performs maintenance inspections, just to make sure that we're in the inspections and log.
What's log?
Log is like a place where you document it. We could take it out. Anything that adds to a question is so officially in charge of 175 residential units, right? And then we'll either put this over here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, and then that looks great already. So he was able to communicate if any repairs are needed. I mean, we would assume that he should be able to do that, communicate if any repairs are needed. He would need to communicate that, right? So I think that's a given. But I think he wants to say that he is knowledgeable of he knows how to communicate work that needs to be done.
Yeah, can we highlight anything that he's really good with the workflow then? He's very efficient with
I think he's diligent with using building link. So, especially or communicating that. So he's excellent in communications. Communicating.
So where can we say that?
We can say that.
Well, building big is something different. He knows how to use the software.
He knows how to use the software, and he's very diligent with using that. So we'll talk about. I guess we should talk about that as well. But
the reason why I'm asking you these is because I don't think it's bad to put how good he was as being a handy person.
For instance,
like just like I mentioned, handyman. Like what do you do? You fix things, right?
Right.
It's gonna be the same as other people. How can he stand out?
Right.
He's exceptional handyman because what kind of handyman is he? He's really good at communicating what's needed.
Right.
Or using time or tools very efficiently.
Right.
Maybe we can say that in the handy person line?
Yeah. So performed, let's say in charge of, we'll leave a space for that. I'll just say communication. Communication, relaying.
Okay. And then perform basic repairs. I wouldn't say basic repairs.
Okay.
Because it sounds so easy. Seriously.
So in other words, don't put anything down that undermines your value. You might as well put performed easy repairs.
Yeah, I'm kind of playing a role here who's very ignorant.
Right.
Ignorant.
Sure.
Board member who has no clue about maintenance. Basic repairs in electrical. Oh, what did he do? Replace a light bulb? There may be some people like that.
Right.
And there are.
Oh, what did they do? Just, carry a screwdriver around and tighten some screws here and there? Right. So, yeah, there are people that can't see the full scope of work that handy persons often have to do in this industry. So we have here, I would say performed technical.
I would say he's very capable. He's very competent. He knows these very well.
Well, you could. Oh, you just say not. So in other words, you don't want to talk about that you've done these things. You just want to say you know them.
Yeah.
So you want to say competent and skilled.
Right.
And skilled in electrical. Plumbing, locksmith. Now the question is, there's some resumes that actually give you a performance gauge or allows you to write, plumbing 3 out of 5 stars.
Oh no, don't do that. That's
Okay.
stupid. I would give myself 5 stars.
Well, not
6 stars.
well. That's where accuracy comes in of ARC. You wouldn't say 6 stars because then you would be untruthful. You would say, it also looks. I like it because sometimes it looks better when. Well, I guess you're right. I mean,
who gets to decide that?
that's true. I mean, it might be someone that doesn't appreciate your deep thinking about your own skills, and they may just look at like, oh, it's 3 out of 5. Why am I hiring him? So then everyone will be putting 5 stars for everything. All right, so let's just say this. Okay, so you're right. I think we should just keep it as competent and skilled in electrical, plumbing, a locksmith.
What are mechanical fittings?
Well, that's the thing too. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm not sure what mechanical is. I would say
Like boilers and stuff?
no. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But I would. It seems like this line is just for your popular areas, trade areas like plumbing, electrical, carpentry, painting, right? So painting, plaster.
Let's get rid of and. We don't need and.
All right, good. Plaster, painting. What else? Carpentry, and there's some special skills that he has, which is like he does dabble with machinery, heavy machinery, like
That's what
trucks.
you were saying about mechanical fittings.
Maybe, yeah. So we can definitely do that on a separate line. Maybe
Yes.
this one, keep it general, right? These are the things that pretty much every handy person should know. I have a feeling that we forgot something, but we'll remember it later.
Caulking?
Uh,
Caulking is kind of basic, right?
yeah, that's pretty basic. I think I mean, I would put that under. But I think this. Maybe we'll be able to come back and.
Okay, sweeping, mopping, that's for porter.
Yeah, we'll take this out.
Coordinate and perform landscape.
Um,
That's probably porter, right?
That's porter. Let's take that out.
Snow removal, also porter.
Porter, yeah.
Carpeting, plumbing. Okay, we got that.
Right.
Order parts and supplies.
So this is interesting. So he does.
Inventory.
He does a bit of inventory inside, the workshop. There's tools that, there's supplies that you need, like parts of a toilet that you need to replace that you should always have, like, a supply of in a big building like that. So
Okay, you can,
maybe
we
keep track of inventory. Keep
keep
track.
track of inventory and necessary
Inventory.
tools, or he
Necessary.
probably took care of the tools too, right?
Took care of the tools, yeah. And we should actually put down that tool thing. So we should say competent, skilled. You could say competent in let's say repaired groundskeeping. Not only groundskeeping, because this is also snow blowers he used to repair, And he was actually in charge, now that I remember, he was in charge of taking care of all that machinery. The summer outdoor machinery and the winter outdoor, he used to get him ready for the season and then put him away,
We
which
should
is a big
definitely
job.
say that.
Yeah, so you would say, and I would say he was in charge of it. So in charge of maintenance, preparation, and storage of.
Let's get rid of and. Do we really need and?
Um,
It's not a sentence, right?
you're right. It's just a bullet point. So in charge of maintenance, preparation, storage of.
Essential equipment? Or...
I mean, they all go into a category called.
Someone bring me a Home Depot catalog.
I know we need a Home Depot catalog here. In charge of maintenance, preparation, storage of seasonal, maybe seasonal heavy equipment, and maybe we could put,
I.e.
yeah, we could put
to be
snowblower,
fancy.
Also, we should say it was a Bobcat. He did maintain the Bobcat,
Oh, that's really cool.
right? Bobcat and John Deere truck.
That's amazing.
I would say
Great.
maintenance, preparation, operation also. Preparation, operation, and storage of heavy seasonal equipment. Okay.
Should we say kept track or
Oh yeah. Thanks you. So keep it up with. Well, then that would have to. I guess in charge of maintenance implies that it's current, right? Competent skills, officially in charge. I think that looks okay.
Mhm.
Kept track of, okay. And he was actually he did talk to shareholders a lot and communicate with them on behalf of the super, which is a great ability to provide customer service, and especially when the super is not available or is busy, that's a necessary service that a building staff can give to its residents. And so maybe we can say something about that, like he was kind of like the point person. So if anyone else needed, or a lot of people, well, I guess every handy person had their own customers that they worked with. Okay, maybe we can hold off on that, and also that may not be necessary for a handy person, right?
yeah? So well, we can put that in the communication relying information.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, porter. Let's go to porter.
Okay. So this is where he supervised. You could say supervised staff, supervised groundskeeping staff of 3. Maybe we don't have to put the number.
Mm-hmm.
So supervised groundskeeping staff.
This is also, can we say, like competent or?
We could. And just to give you a small idea of this, how did that happen? He actually did teach the supervisors here. I mean, he did teach the porters, the other porters, apparently of a quicker way to do something.
Like, was that every day or?
It was like a routine maintenance.
Routine. For example,
Well, it was. I think it was. And I wasn't there. This is from him, and I'm not. I wasn't witness to this, but apparently there was some floor, there was a way to wax the floors that was much quicker than the way that they were doing it. So he came in and
Taught them how to
taught them how to do it.
better.
I don't
Not
think
better, but quicker.
quicker. I don't think they followed it though.
Oh, I see, I see.
So he did end up, and he introduced other ideas of other ideas that could help the staff cut down time.
But no one really followed it.
Yeah, you know what? That part I can't remember. I can't
I
remember.
see.
But let's say that he didn't. I guess would you put it in?
No.
And if he did,
I would. I mean, if I really wanted to, maybe I could say I shared ideas, came up with different.
you could. I mean, I mean, that is accurate.
Different different ways to
Different
troubleshoot.
methods
Yeah,
to do a job, right?
do a job or approach a project or maintenance issues.
Okay, so let's say um, all right, supervised groundskeeping staff. Why is this not working? We have a formatting issue here.
I mean, it's okay. Take the sweeping and backspace. Backspace and connect it with staff.
Oh, like here?
Oh, if you can't, and then enter. You can't do it.
Oh no! I see. Yeah, no, I did. I'll just do it this way. And anyway, it's not permanent. We'll clean it up and make it look nice. So we want to say introduced.
But the thing is, like, he didn't achieve anything.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I forgot. To be honest with you, I forgot what it was. A part of my memory tells me that they may have just kind of moved back to their own.
So this wasn't
system.
like a regular thing, right?
It was a regular task that was like
The task was regular, but did he teach anything, or
he taught them, but apparently it was lost. I think, if I remember
taught
correctly.
them like every single week?
No, that one
It
time.
was just one time,
Right,
right?
right.
A few times.
Right.
I'm not so sure if that's like a
Something to actually say that you own that.
yeah.
Okay, and also note if change, but if they did, right? If he
That
did,
could be some sort of achievement. I
okay.
guess.
So then let's do that. Let's just assume that he did, and I'll find out for sure. I'll just say introduce new method to performing
Mhm.
new cleaning maintenance methods. Also, you don't have to be precise. You don't have to say like waxing methods or something. You can be. I think you can keep it.
As long as you can talk about it, every single point here,
Right.
you must be able to talk about.
Right, and that's what you want. You actually want to just say enough so that it makes them curious to meet you,
Yeah.
and then you're called in. But make sure you prepare yourself by having the answers to these questions, because you don't want to get called in. You make someone curious, and you're like, did I write that?"
Right.
Okay. So introduce new maintenance methods.
For efficiency
Okay.
or I don't know, saving costs,
Okay, so
saving time.
to save time, to save labor costs for the building. Or for building, for employer, building. Like that?
Okay, methods that help save time.
Oh, method that helps save, okay.
Save time and labor costs for building. Okay.
And what I'll do is I will just make this into blue, and I'll check up on this and come back.
Okay, and then coordinate and perform landscape of the property. Landscaping?
Yeah, groundskeeping. So we'll say, um,
I mean, if he supervises staff.
or say he's extremely knowledgeable on that
Okay.
stuff that I don't know enough about. So we would say, expert. He is actually pretty expert.
Outstanding knowledge.
Maybe. I mean, outstanding knowledge. I also want to say that he was the go-to person in the building for questions.
Where's cleaning,
Um,
mopping, and things?
well, I took it out because I was wondering whether we should put it in there because it's something that he does.
I think you should. That's at least you should do. Like, they gotta know what you did as a porter.
Okay, so what I will do then is
Maybe in the very last you can say that, or if it's a basic task, you were hired to clean the building.
yeah, perform. How about this? Maybe you're on the right track. Like perform basic duties
Yeah.
excellently or something like that.
Yeah.
Performed basic maintenance duties of cleaning, waxing, floors, floor maintenance.
And recycles any garbage.
Yeah.
Trash removal. Maybe we can put snow here too.
Trash management, yeah. Trash,
At least you know that we gotta know what he did there.
right. Recycle management. Maybe we could just put a colon and say snow clearing. Snow clearing.
If you want, you can put that below supervised groundskeeping staff so that they see that first.
Oh, okay. So you mean the snow clearing?
No.
Everything?
Basic maintenance duties.
Okay. So the whole point of that, what you're doing, Jennifer, is to
And capture the.
you're capturing you're making people see that first, so that they become more interested in who you are and what you've accomplished. So perform basic maintenance duties of cleaning, floor maintenance, and trash and recycling management. I'll just put, you said keep out and.
It would be nice if we can save some space.
And we say snow clearing of, let's just say it's a 3.5 acre property. If we can put that down, because it is a formidable.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah,
Big
outdoor, with outdoor parking, like that.
Yeah, let's take out the.
Outdoor parking.
No. Let's take out the.
Oh, like that. Okay. This thing. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Parenthesis.
my English is so bad. What do you call that?
A parenthesis.
A parenthesis, of course.
Okay, so supervise groundskeeping staff, perform basic maintenance duties of cleaning, floor maintenance, trash and recycling management. What else? For cleaning, I would say for interior and exterior, because that's interior and exterior, because there's a lot of exterior here. Floor maintenance, trash, snow clearing of 3.5 acre property. Okay.
Outstanding, the spelling, knowledge in?
Knowledge, in or of, maybe in.
And let's change this is something different, but let's change the the building ABC, that part.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Make it the same as above. Make it the same format as above.
Oh, format. Oh, okay, gotcha, okay. So let's just do this. And then this goes over here.
Yeah. Let's clean the lines up so that we know how many lines we have left.
Okay. How do we clean the lines, do you think?
Do you really need 2 lines below Porter? Building.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, and maybe
above here too.
More line. Yeah.
So basically, what you're doing is you're trying to save space.
Yeah, and make it into like a 1-page, simple, clean.
Right, and also you notice that we're using a 9 font.
Ooh, that's small.
Yeah. So if you want.
I think 11, 10.
Okay.
11.
So then let's move it up. Let's move everything to 11, okay? Just so that we don't have to make the people take out their glasses.
Yeah, but you can use different size for example, the building address. I would use like 13 or 14 for the current work experience and the handy person, something like that, so that it's not all 11 point.
Right. But you're mentioning things where you're saying that the points, the word should get bigger then, right? Not smaller. So.
Oh yeah, 9 is way too small.
Right. So.
You can't read it.
So basically, if anything, when we increase the other sizes, it's just going to make the whole thing blow up a little bit. So maybe what we'll do is we'll stick with. Let me see if I can kind of pull this. Okay. I think we're heading there. A few more minutes here.
Yeah, let's clear up the. Okay, education, that's good. Skills. What's a skilled painter? Does he have a license?
Skilled? No. Skilled painter. I mean, I think in the painting industry there are different levels of skill, but to the common person, maybe there isn't.
Okay. Now, for this we can just. I think this is. We can take out skilled painter.
You're actually, you know that there's also past work experience with.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What did he do there?
So there's a maintenance worker at Regal Park. So it looks like he did. Well,
Water?
that's a place where you can actually see that he kind of put down. There wasn't much that he could put down. Mm-hmm. So he kind of just wrote what he could.
Yeah, so I would definitely Google how many units this building was.
Okay.
So that you kind of shows how he grew.
Right.
From
that's
it's
great.
Probably like, I don't know, 25, 30 unit, even if it's like a 3-unit building.
Right. So you want to be able to put number of units. So I'll just put over here, put number. No. What I mean is just, I don't know. Let's say, all right, let's say it was 50 apartments.
Yeah. Then I would say, just like I did in the handy person.
Right.
I would say performed basic maintenance duties of, which is very similar to these, right?
Right.
Of what 50-unit building.
50-unit building.
In charge of overall maintenance duties. You can say that too. It seems like, I don't know, was he a super there? Was he
No, I think it was just a porter.
Porter? He was among of many others, or
probably the entry position. So he was. I don't think he did anything special.
So was he only person?
I think, or he might have been a staff of a couple.
Well, we gotta know that.
Right. So you want to, well, how does it make a difference if he was a staff of a couple versus staff by himself? You want to say he's in charge? Like
Yeah,
if he was
that's
alone, then you would say he's in charge of
Of
that.
course, he's the
Okay.
boss there.
So let's put two things then. So we're gonna put down in charge of versus performed.
Yeah.
Basic maintenance, right? So we're gonna pick one, right? And we'll find out what exactly he did. So I'll put it this way, just so that we know that we're gonna pick one or the other.
Make it blue.
Or
So
we'll
that
make
we
it blue,
come
okay.
back.
So in charge of, that's a great point. So in charge of basic maintenance and performed is two totally different things.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
You can say staff member or team member.
right.
Different ways.
But if he is with different people, if he's one of many, he's just going to put down perform basic maintenance. They don't need to know that there's multiple people that live there or that work with him,
Okay.
right?
Whichever is good for you. Okay, trash and recycling management of how many units? Unit building.
Okay, so you don't want to put would you want to put the units up here maybe? Like we talked about before, or you
No.
want to? All right,
I want to make it
50,
same as,
the others. So you want consistency.
yes.
Okay. Right. And we're assuming that's 50 units, but I'll make this blue just to make sure. Okay. Cleaned and maintained building interiors, exteriors by sweeping. This may not be necessary, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I don't think removal of recyclable and debris from floors is necessary either.
Because this is the first time job. I mean, it seems like.
Right.
So
And I forgot to
I think you can be very simple on this.
Right. I also think that he should put down he knows how to operate compactors as well.
Okay.
So I should say operational proficient in utilizing.
Is utilizing a real word?
Yeah. I think utilizing is better. Utilizing is like a tool, like.
Yeah.
But okay, utilize compactor chutes and utilizing and maintaining, because you need to maintain them as well. And the guys in this building really do a great job maintaining the compactor chutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as we keep on going, we start making it look nice. Okay, and scrubbed floors probably not needed. Floor maintenance is there. Kept stock.
And we can do inventory here too.
Inventory.
In charge of inventory.
In charge of or maintained.
Yeah.
We'll just put it blue, whatever we inventory or managed, maintained inventory
And we should also maybe
of supplies. Yeah.
mention that he maintained the grounds as well. Is that part of landscaping?
Yes. So help maintain grounds with lawn. So we need to see oh, you know what? This is not true. I think that's a mistake, because he actually told me that he was not groundskeeping.
Okay.
But you know what? Just in case, because this might have been a typo. I'm just gonna put this here anyway, just so that I don't shortchange him.
Okay.
So, you know what? Right above here, we see handle carpentry, maintenance work. I'm just highlighting it now. Ordered parts, kept inventory. We don't need this, right? Because he does everything up there. Order parts.
Yeah.
We should put it.
I mean, keep track of inventory and necessary tools. We said that.
We said that, right?
Yeah.
So we can actually take this out.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're really chopping this down.
Maintenance worker, porter.
Who's porter?
Let's put that porter, not super part-time. No.
Nope. He's and then we'll put
Porter, but you don't know if anyone was working with him or no, right?
Yes, I don't know. I can find out. Not,
Let's do that.
we'll just put this here so we know what. Put down the building. Let's just say 18th Ave.
I think if he worked by himself, he could have said building super.
Oh yeah. But if I were to ask, if I were to ask about that, I would, because being a super, you would have to
It's
more than
different.
cleaning, yeah.
Okay.
Just put so like that, right? That
Okay.
looks kind of nice.
All right. Then let's continue with. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can do certifications and licenses after this.
Okay, and education maybe, because he is.
I think education could be last.
Okay.
Because schools are not that important
Right. School degrees.
in this industry,
Yeah,
right?
license and certifications are more important.
Yeah.
Because
let's
that's
put
where you
that.
get your hands-on training. So, let's put school and education over here. And you want to put skills and licenses together?
No.
No,
just
right?
Certifications.
Certifications. So, and would you put down certifications that you, because he took a boiler class,
Hmm.
but never finished. In fact, I think he failed the class.
Did he fail it?
He failed it because I don't think he took it years ago when he first started. So we talk about over 10 years ago, but he didn't pay attention and it wasn't really his point of interest. So I think he never passed it. Maybe not failed, but he didn't pass it.
He didn't pass it?
Yeah. We should keep it out.
Yeah.
Or managers will get wise to it and they'll say, well, what did you get for the class?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
just put things that you'll be able to answer.
Well, you mean put,
Yeah, I took the class, but
Put
I
things-
did really bad on the test.
yeah, which
It's
reminds
not
me, put things that you're able to answer and it sounds good.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it's what, yeah.
does
Always,
it cringe a little bit?
yeah.
Probably not.
So let's like really be careful here. Put down things that separate you from everybody else in a good way, not in a bad way.
Exactly. So
Okay.
here I see basic plumbing.
Yeah, he took
Plumbing
classes. So we'll
class.
say,
Can we say what class?
yeah, we could say 32 BJ courses.
Oh wow.
Courses. They actually have great courses. Courses in, or at least say here. Basic plumbing.
So you get certifications.
Yes.
What's
Maybe we should
probably
say,
not. What's the name of the class? Do you know?
it might be basic plumbing or something. Or plumbing level 1, I forget.
Or you can say successfully,
Successfully completed.
yeah, completed.
Completed, unsuccessfully completed boiler class. All right, so I mean boilers. If he ever hears this, he'll say, "Wait a minute, you're making fun of me." No, boilers are not easy.
32 BJ courses in.
Courses, okay, 32 BJ.
There may be like an official title of the course.
We can find out.
Yeah, if you can find out, and if it sounds nice, well, like why don't you put that? It could be introductory carpentry course or something like that.
Right.
It sounds better than just basic. So something, because this is an official document,
Yeah.
you want to be as precise and official as possible.
Well, the good news is that I have the 32 BJ course catalog in front of me. So let's see what they have here. And it's 2021 version. That's a great class here. Wow. So it is electricity basics. So basically, they have a. I mean, once again, they have a lot of classes. It looks great. Um, I I like going through this.
Yeah, then I would totally put plumbing basics
Yeah,
or
plumbing.
carpentry basics,
Right.
like the
Right.
official name of the class.
Okay. So the point is, put the official name of the class
Mhm.
because you want them to be, in case they want to reference it, they can always go back and actually find that course.
Yeah.
So you'll say plumbing basics courses in plumbing basics, carpentry basics, basics, electrical basics, and locksmithing basics.
Let's take out and.
Oh, right. And let me see if we can bring this back down to 11.
Certified, should we say certified in plumbing basics? What sounds better? Because he definitely, it seems like the certifications are available.
So successfully completed.
Answered and
You could say
certified.
certifications achieved.
Yeah. Oh well, it says
I mean, you said certifications upon
exactly.
request.
I mean, certifications and licenses, you have that there. Like, do we really need?
Where are you looking?
Because you have the big title, right?
Uh-huh.
You do really have to repeat that.
Oh, I see.
Successfully completed. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you even need to say certifications based up, certificate licenses. And I always take out licenses because it doesn't seem like he has any licenses.
Okay. All right. Then, if this is the only ones, if these are the only ones, we can put 32 BJ certifications and just say plumbing basics, carpentry basics. Then we have one more line.
Okay. So we actually can take out the whole thing.
Right. See, it looks cleaner.
It does. That's very nice. Yeah, you actually put it right up against something's going on here.
Yeah. We'll clean that.
Yeah.
Skills. How is this one page?
This is now 2 pages going over. Well, yeah.
Okay, let's put the dedicated and meticulous. I mean, I just want to know if this will fit into one page.
Yep. Let me just write this. Certifications. Take this out. Let me take this out. Okay, so let me just make this a little bit bigger. Okay. All right. So, what was the next question?
Does this fit into one page or no?
So far, what takes everything out is that first part. So yeah, we can. So let's say the first paragraph, the first part that we're saving.
Yeah, can we like put this away, like somewhere else?
Well, this is what we can do. I can either put it someplace else, or I can make it small, like 5.
No, let's take it away.
Take it away?
I just want to see it without.
Okay. I'll just put it at the bottom then. Okay. So basically, we just rearrange this, and let me see if I can make this a little higher. Right. Use every space.
Yeah, and let's say professional work experience. than current work experience.
Oh, I like that. Okay. We'll just put that for now. So, all right. So let's see if this is on the same page. Since everything's 11, it's not bad. I mean, you got
How much space do we get?
on the first page, you probably have like 4 lines.
3-4 lines?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put education below 32 BJ certifications.
Okay. Should he put his high school?
Yeah. Should we put language?
How about put it on the same line?
No.
Keep it separate?
Keep it separate. I would. Yeah, do we really need skills? Because we mentioned a lot about them, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Unless it's special license, I don't really see, because he mentioned it all above.
yeah, and maybe we could put it in someplace else. Like if you're going to be doing a intro,
Yeah, let's take it out for now. And let's do language. Where should we put language? Maybe we can put it below 32 BJ.
what's more important? Probably languages, right?
Maybe, probably in the work setting, yeah.
So let's say,
Is there any other way we could? We can probably write in Spanish too, right?
yeah. So
fluent in Spanish.
written and verbal skills, excellent.
Excellent.
Written and verbal skills in Spanish and English.
Verbal skills. Written / verbal skills. Verbal skills. I don't really get verbal skills.
Verbal skills is talking.
Okay. Spanish and English. Okay, let's see. Written and verbal skills. What do we really want to say I'm excellent?
Or you want to say fluent in?
Fluent in written or writing?
Written skill. I think it's written skills. Let's see.
Oh, written skills. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Oh, do we have to have a space between the slash?
I wasn't sure, but
Probably not, right?
no, it just makes it easier to read.
Yeah. Okay, let's see this. Is this one page?
It is one page, yes.
I think this, looks wise, I think it looks
Yeah, it looks
okay.
great.
Yeah, well, I'm not seeing on a computer screen, but
I mean, if you actually can, if you go into view and then there's a mode and you do print layout, you can actually see how it looks.
oh, print layout. Oh, Looks great. Wow.
Yeah, it looks great. Great work, Jennifer.
We still have to adjust some of the not fonts, but
Yeah,
sizes. But I think this looks like a very professional, looks wise at least, you know.
Right. Well, here's the other thing that maybe we've been having a little trouble with last time I was helping. What would you do if he ran a handyman business on the side, in addition, for years? So basically, around his local neighborhood, he hires himself out to perform, various, actually, I would say even like complex handyman work.
Yeah, put
Very
it
diverse.
in there.
Now the question is though, there's reasons for that because sometimes having your own business on the side usually means that you're able to you're a go-getter, you have a self-initiative, you're self-reliant, you're able to go out there and get your customers and follow up. So there's a different type of leadership in entrepreneurship that's related with this that you may want to show to the employer. But sometimes having your own business may not look so great because
you want to hire someone who will be fully dedicated to the position.
Fully dedicated, and no extra work on the side, and also someone who is going to just follow directions.
I think, I don't know, having a freelance career as a handyman, I think it's a huge plus. Because it's more it means more experience.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he does a lot of work with houses and
or
roofs.
You can say, up until 2011, 2021. Don't say present then. 2021.
I see. Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, we just want to be. I guess the key here is trying to be as accurate as possible. Yeah. I mean, but maybe it's about knowing what job you're applying for. Maybe as an RM, you can do that because it kind of shows a level of customer service and knowing all the things that go into managing people. But if you're going for a porter position or a handyman position, maybe it's not such a good idea to put that in.
Maybe, I'm not sure because I think it would really differ on the interviewer.
Okay.
And it just depends on the person, how that person really perceives that.
Right.
But if I were to hire someone, a handyman, I would actually respect the fact that he has his own business. I'm sure he's very skilled. He's good enough to open up his business.
Right. So, but we want to be careful. So even in this resume that we're looking at, there's not much space. So, what you could do is maybe you could put it at the end, or instead of the beginning.
That's professional work experience.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's try to see what we can do here.
Well, you have extra line
over here, someplace,
on top
right?
of handy person.
Right. I don't know how to get rid of that, but I'll try.
And if you go to Microsoft Word, there are a lot of formats.
Right.
Those templates, they're ready-made. They have all the lines and sometimes colors.
Right.
But I'm not a huge fan of colors. Maybe dark blue, but I think just keeping it black and white is good because sometimes the printers don't work, and it could cause some trouble.
Right. By the way, I did it. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll put in handy owner. Should we say owner?
Freelance. I would say freelance. I would put that below handy person.
Okay, good. That's one of the things that I think was important. So let's say freelancer.
Yeah, freelance.
You would put owner.
Does he have a company name?
No, but it is a sole proprietorship. It's just his sole business. I mean, he
Okay.
is like an. I guess he is a tenant. I guess he is a 1099.
I see, I see.
So you're right. Maybe a freelancer is better on the legal things too. I
Yeah.
think it would be. So let's just say. So freelancer, right?
Hmm.
And,
Freelancer of what?
freelancer handyman.
Okay.
And we can put here. Um,
Or what areas?
everything, just carpentry,
No.
plumbing.
Like what
Oh,
areas, literally?
geographical area.
Yeah, geographic.
I believe it's like outside of New York.
Outside of
Yeah.
New York. Maybe we can put that instead of the building.
Okay, that's good.
Right?
Okay, so
You
we'll
can
say, let's just say XX
area. Or,
area. Okay. I'll just say New York. I'll say New Jersey.
Okay, and then what type of work does he do?
That's the thing. I think basically he takes care of just local customers that have that need some sort of handyman, closets that need to be built, walls that may need to be put up. He can do those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you do want to trying to find a good way to say that though.
So
Let's
this is like a
see.
highlight of him being as a handyman.
Where he's actually using it
Meaning-
to make his own money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So he's good at certain areas. I'm sure people call him for many things, but
Right.
if he's known for certain skills,
Right.
you can say you kind of specialize in blah blah blah, in simple carpentry or furniture assembly. I mean, here you're you're your own boss.
Yeah.
I think you can say whatever you want, to be honest with you.
Right.
But not to the point where, oh my god, this guy is bluffing. But something that you're really proud of,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So, I think there's some things that we. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So I'm still having a trouble trying to think of how to say this.
So what did he want to say?
Well, I don't think he wanted to say anything.
Okay, then we can leave it.
No, but he
But-
wanted to say it.
He wanted to say
But
it.
he didn't know how.
But what did he say about, what do you know about his career?
Well, I know what it takes to do that kind of work. You have to set your own schedule. You have to follow up with customers.
Yeah,
your-
then I guess you can talk about communication skills and in this line,
yeah.
customer service.
Okay, you could say. I mean, I would assume that he has top-notch customer service. Well, I mean, I do think that he has top-notch customer
mean-
service, but I don't know how to say that on the resume.
Maybe you can, I'm sure he's able to send quotes, right?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Quotes and estimates.
Yep. Actually, that's perfect. That actually hits the spot. So,
And able to walk through and explain the work.
skilled in, well, we could say maybe skilled in customer service and negotiation.
Yeah.
Service and negotiation.
Also, he writes his own quote.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. Quote.
We have to mention building link.
Right. Oh, yes. Thank you. That's a huge one. And proposal requests.
I guess we can include that in the handy person. Right?
With building link?
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe put at the end, say software that you're familiar with.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna take up like,
Too much space?
yeah.
Okay, so then
Oh,
let's
see. Let's see.
do this then. Let me just, okay. It's easier to see.
Skilled.
Uh,
Mm. Provides great customer service, or
it is skilled.
skilled.
I think skilled is fine because if
Okay.
you were to do that in a job position, you would say you're skilled in that
Okay.
because you're saying that you're able to do.
Skilled in proposal requests.
Oh, draft. You would say drafting proposal requests. Drafting proposals. Sorry.
Skilled.
Well, we can hold on to that. Come back to that.
Yeah.
All right. So, just for the sake of it, we're gonna put one line in freelancer, right? I think freelance. I think we could just put freelance,
Freelance handyman.
and we could also in
Building link.
yeah, building link. We're gonna put building link. I would say use building link. Utilized, I would say utilized building link.
In everyday maintenance tasks.
Yeah.
In daily maintenance tasks.
Yeah, daily works even better.
Okay, skilled in customer service.
And what will look great is if you put a let's see if I can do this.
Like TM.
Oh man, you stole. Oh, but did it show up? Copyright. You look so professional when you're able to use symbols that respect. What do you call that? Respect trademark, copyright laws. Now the key here is to.
And like, what would you like to highlight in handy freelance? There must be some skills that he's really good at. Or you can say that anything he wants to highlight that he's really good at.
I think when I talk to him, this is it. I mean, he has happy customers.
Yeah, satisfaction. Customer satisfaction.
Repeat customers. Yes, repeat customers.
Recurring
Built
customer base.
built repeating. What is that? Repeating, right? Repeating business from customer. Oh, built. Okay, built. Recurring. I built customer base a recurring business.
Yeah, or you can say something about customer relationship, able to maintain a satisfactory customer relationship, and that's the recurring business is the result of it, right?
So able to maintain satisfactory customer base. Able to maintain and maintains and recurring business.
Yeah. And something I would really want to include something about his handyman skills. You can
Okay.
ask him.
Well, I don't think that's the thing. I don't think his handyman's there's a. I mean, he works. You can maybe say the only difference is that he works on houses, homes.
You can say that.
So maybe
Yeah.
you say. Maybe
Because
say
it really doesn't tell what he does as a handyman.
skilled in home
Home improvement.
single family homes.
Single family homes.
Single family home improvement and maintenance.
Improvement, yeah.
I see what you're saying. So you want to take out skilled in customer service. You would say
Fluent in customer service or avid? No. What's a good word for this?
experienced.
Yeah, you can say experienced.
Okay. Skilled in single family home improvement and maintenance, repairs and maintenance.
And maybe you can talk about, because this is not his main job, right?
Right.
You can say this is like a small business or a side job, or
Right.
if you don't want to seem like this is like a huge business and you want to grow.
You could say
like,
weekend handyman, freelance
you
weekend.
can say that. Yeah.
Okay.
And okay, that's about it. And then let's put not put, but erase the lines below. So languages should be super close to 32. Yeah, let's kind of clear up those lines. I think 32 BJ, languages and education, doesn't need any separate lines.
Okay, so you want
That's simple enough.
so you want to actually put it all together?
Yeah.
So just smush them together.
Oh my god, it doesn't look so great, but it's so hard to change. Let's see, we might be able to play around with this.
Right. But basically what you want to do is you're trying to save space. That's the first reason, right?
I think this is good. Maybe. Oh, shoot. I mean, if you make this into a PDF, but you use.
Well, let me see where else we can save space. Maybe, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
I think this is good.
And we're going to work on the formatting later, but as long as it somewhat fits.
Yeah. Okay. I think this looks pretty nice.
Now the last question then, because it looks great, but what do we do with facility maintenance on the second page? Facility maintenance, apartment maintenance, industrial maintenance, property maintenance. I think we could just take that out, right?
Yeah, take that out.
Okay. Because that's more confusing than clearing things up.
Yeah.
How
I think
about
this is good.
how about the part now? If you see below, I just want to say there's a couple interesting things here. Because he knows safety guidelines in OSHA, so he must have
I
taken-
want to put that there.
You would put it in the certification, or
Yeah.
training, or school, or education.
Yeah. Did he get any Did he go to school or to classes? Or how
I
does he
think,
know
I
these?
believe he took classes on that.
Oh, then you should definitely say that.
So no, see, that's the thing. You have knowledgeable about safe guidelines of safety. Um, we want to take out dedicated meticulous maintenance worker with 21 years of hands-on
Yeah,
experience,
we
right?
know that.
We
He's
know
been
that. We're
working
gonna
from
take out
2000.
handyman duties. We know that.
Mhm.
We're gonna take out proficient in maintenance of mechanical
Yeah.
equipment. We want to keep that. I don't know what this administrative and supportive project is. Um, installing tile floors. I got to figure out tiling. Tiling
Oh
should
yeah,
go.
tiling should be up there.
Yeah, I'll put in tiling up here.
Competent and let's take out skilled then.
Yep, yep, competent.
Competent in.
Okay, just try to keep that same line.
Mm.
The purpose of it is that we're trying to keep it in the same line. So, employee communication, we have a line for that.
Right, and we're gonna think about that.
Yeah, trimming hedges, cutting lawn, I think we have that, right, in groundskeeping. Building trust-based relationships. I don't know what that is.
I think supervising groundskeeping staff could be there.
Supervising.
I mean, like he's kind of a leader, or he leads a team.
Right.
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Building trust-based relationships. Okay, so you wanna.
Or there's also customer service, satisfactory customer base. I think that tells he can build trust-based relationships.
I mean, because I can't think of any other relationship that lasts longer. Fear-based relationship. Computer literate, we can take out because we don't know enough about
I mean, he can use Building Link. I'm sure he can use other
Right.
basic software.
Right. Able to lift up 80 pounds. I think he's just saying that he's strong, but maybe that's not necessary.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. No.
Okay, quality
That's all, yeah.
control and assurance knowledge. I don't think that's necessary unless you had a specific job title that said quality control
Right.
manager. Authorized to work in the U.S. for any employer. I think that's a given.
Oh, well, you've never been a foreigner, right? This is important.
See, I think the assumption here is that you are authorized to work. I mean,
Yeah, well, that's what you think. But I mean, you can take it off. I mean,
we could keep it open. The only thing is that I just don't know where to put it. But we
Yeah.
could play with the space and to see if we have enough space.
I mean, I guess in a professional resume, you wouldn't really say this, but this is another very important factor.
Okay, so I think it's important.
You cannot be in another visa. You have to have a work.
So in other words, you're saying
permit.
that you're authorized to work in the States. I'm just trying to think if that is ever a problem.
It can be a problem. Trust me.
Well, okay, I see what you're saying. Maybe if this is not if you're applying for a 32 BJ position in a larger building where they go through all the paperwork and documents, then it's already a given. You know, you're assumed to have the proper work authorization. But if you're getting a job in a part-time building or somewhere, I guess this could create problems, right? So
Yeah,
okay.
but yeah, it's you. Okay, I don't necessarily.
Let me take this out. I'm gonna take out the tile
Yeah,
floors.
I think it could be on the resume, but it is important. It's very
Okay.
important. And okay, let's take care of the safety guidelines and OSHA.
Okay.
What is this?
OSHA is like an occupational. It's just like a safety class that governs, or safety regulations that govern all areas where there's dangerous equipment being operated, such as in a construction site.
Okay, then so it's he's saying he's knowledgeable, but did he pass the test?
Well, we'll find out. I'll keep that in blue.
Yeah, if he passed the test, then we can definitely put it in the certifications.
Right.
We should take out 32 BJ 30 certifications, and say let's go back to certifications / licenses,
Right.
and then I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And administrative and supportive projects, I think we should just maybe,
I don't know what that means.
right?
But I think it means he can do some of the paperworks, or
Yes.
he's able to help.
I think it's clear, yeah. I think if we have to guess like that, maybe it's not.
Yeah, if it's something, you can not say it out loud, but it's something specific. Like he can, I don't know, filing violations, or
Oh, you mean
there
like
must
doing,
be like inspections,
yeah, like
submitting inspections or
corrections,
whatever.
like filling out forms.
Yeah,
and,
filling out forms,
Right, right.
exactly.
No, I don't think there's much of that. in this.
Okay.
Or at least it's not the everyday task that you're asked to do.
Okay.
The everyday task is maintenance and repairs.
Okay. If maybe you could say report writing, but
I don't think, yeah,
communication / relaying information.
right.
Maybe there you can mention something about administrative and report writing.
Okay. How would you word that?
How would you word that?
I mean,
I worded many things here. Capable of writing reports, or creating reports, or follow-ups, or after the repairs, he's able to communicate the issues with the board.
no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that that's there yet.
Okay, then take it out then.
Yeah.
All right, then this is a good draft, I think.
I'm just trying to think of if there was, then how would I put it? I still would have to think through how to put it.
Okay, then that's not really. Okay, I think we have here kind of like a final draft.
Right.
What do you think?
I think it looks great, and we just have to write a cover letter, or maybe we would have to, because we don't have space above, we'd have to write a cover letter separately that sort of introduces and summarizes this whole thing.
Right.
It makes it easy for the person to read, and then apply it to this resume. So maybe what we can do the next time is put this into a we'll format this correctly,
Right.
and then we'll start on the cover letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
Sounds great.
This is a long
It was a long episode.
but we got a lot done.
Yeah.
Thank
Great.
you
I hope
very
this
much.
person's happy with the final draft. Kind of want to hear from this person.
Well, I think we'll find out. I think it's a good I think it's gonna be, I think he's gonna like it a lot. Let's say it that
Okay.
way.
Hopefully.
Okay.